and it is much appreciated by all organizations that are working towards combating drought, building resilience, and of course desertification. So an acknowledgement to those that are taking the lead today. All of these events and the last 12 months, of course, will be working towards Saudi Arabia in 2024. Hopefully the awareness that we will have built up in the last 11 to 12 months will be carried forward, and we will see impactful actions being brought to the table in 12 months' time. And some other wonderful news for IDRA is the fact that we have new members that have come on board. So a huge welcome, please, to Australia, Colombia, Italy, the Union of the Comoros, Uruguay, the Commonwealth Secretariat, the Central American Commission for Climate and the Environment, the Climate Commission for the Sahel region, and the International Water Management Institute. And we hope that others who have joined us today will realize the significance of those new members and what we can do with those new collaborations. Now, as part of all of what is taking place today is information. We all know that data is key. Nobody believes anything until they have the data in front of them. And to that end, the UNCCD and IDRA, in collaboration with the Yale Center for Ecosystems and Architecture, will be officially launching the Global Drought Snapshot 2023. This is an amazing report that has been put in place, all put together by those three entities. And what it does is it produces visual tools to make drought data more accessible. The scientists understand it, but you've got to make people like myself and people sitting at home who will take on board the suggestions and the policies and act. And this is what this report does. So we are hugely proud of what has been achieved. And to cover that report, I would like to invite you to watch the next video presentation. Thank you.
We salute the International Drought Resilience Alliance, whose members, growing membership from around the world, are coming together, joining forces to fight together and to combat drought and to build stronger resilience to these phenomena.
So there we go. I think what is very obvious there is that there are very few countries who are immune to drought. And remember, drought doesn't necessarily mean heat. I think we need to dispel that now. It has devastating consequences. So that is the challenge that we are facing. And today, hopefully, through two key aspects of this high-level discussion, we will work towards a solution. First off, we are going to hear some key remarks from some heads of delegations, and then we're going to have a chat. And I'm saying chat because that's what we want it to be. We don't want it to be dry. We don't want it to be full of policy terminology. This is a debate. This is a chat. You're going to have 3 minutes to get there. It's not going to be speech time, okay? We want you to go for it. So that is going to come up shortly, and that will be chaired by His Excellency Pedro Sánchez. First off, in order to access very quickly that report, there are a number of ways that you can do it. It's going to be online, and the quickest way to do it is to download or to click or scan on the QR code, and I believe we can, oh, look at that, just like magic, there we go. So you can actually access that QR code, and it is packed with data. So if you want to build your case, if you want to pass on the message, that's the first port of call. The amount of work that has been put into this report, you cannot underscore how impactful it is and how significant it is. So let us move on to our first step towards finding solutions and finding out what is being done. So first off, we are going to hear, like I said, some key remarks. And in the second stage, we're going to have our little discussion as we try to work out how to get there. So at this point, I would like to give the floor, please, to our co-chair for IDRA, His Excellency Pedro Sánchez, the Prime Minister of Spain.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and thank you all for being here with us today, and thank you for joining this very important alliance, IDRA. I would like to share with you why it is important for Spain to be part of this very important alliance. An observer in the Garraf forest area in the Spanish region of Catalonia will see something unusual today. The pine trees are dying. They are not able to withstand 3 years of scarce rainfall in the region of Catalonia. And this same scarcity is triggering water restriction for 6 million people in order to cope with the strongest drought on record. Unfortunately, this is not an exception in Spain. Andalusia, the southern region of Spain, is also facing a drought that threatens the park of Doñana, one of the most important wetlands in Europe. So this is a global phenomenon that needs collective action, and this is what we are working through this IDRA alliance. With that goal in mind, Senegal and Spain called for the creation of the International Drought Resilience Alliance, or IDRA, last year. We then pledged to meet a year later to prove that these were not just fine words. Well, here we are, and I'm pleased to say that this first year of IDRA has brought concrete results across the 4 pillars of the strategic plan. First, we managed to galvanize political support and raise international awareness on the importance of enhancing resilience to drought. I'm pleased to say that about 60 countries and organizations already joined IDRA, and I would like to welcome new members. I'm sure that the Alliance will continue to grow. In addition, the Alliance has actively participated in major events such as the UN Water Conference, the World Water Week, and the Africa Climate Summit, raising further awareness of its goals and actions. Second, we are building a common framework for action. To this end, IDRA has developed a list of typologies of investments for drought resilience that will help practitioners while designing new projects. Work is also already underway at the project level on specific hotspots, One example is the dry corridor in Central America, where IDRA supports the affected countries in developing a comprehensive proposal to address the challenges. Third, we are accelerating knowledge sharing with new publications that expand our technical, economic, and scientific knowledge on droughts, such as the report Global Drought Snapshot, of which we just saw some highlights. And we are building regional communities of practice to share expertise. The Alliance is also an ideal platform to pool our national experience. In my case, in the case of Spain, we have drought risk management plans, nature restoration, river reconnectivity strategies, climate plans with an integrated approach that respects the soil, water, nature, climate nexus. On top of that, Spain has launched a groundbreaking system for real-time monitoring of meteorological droughts available globally to help other countries develop their early warning systems and take a proactive approach to managing droughts. Finally, IDRA is developing innovative financial mechanism to leverage new resources, specifically, the Alliance is working on a drought insurance model tailored to local circumstances. So therefore, much has been done over this year, and we need to recognize it. As for the future, thank you very much. I think it's important to recognize this year of work for IDRA. Well, as for the future, IDRA maintains this ambition with ongoing initiatives such as the creation of the International Drought Resilience Observatory, IDRO, a crucial project to connect global and regional drought observatories and share information. Now is also the time to give greater political impetus to our collaboration with banks and development cooperation agency for effective transformation or transformative action. This year, the Spanish government announced, among others, the contribution of 225 million euros to the Green Climate Fund, 20 million euros to the Adaptation Fund, which deals largely with response to drought. And in addition, my government has committed to increase its climate finance targets by 50% to 1.35 billion euros per year from 2025. Continuing with the Spanish support to IDRA, I'm pleased to announce that the high-level meeting of National Drought Policy Plus 10 will take place in Barcelona in September 2024. And I conclude with a positive message. Human action that has altered natural cycles is also capable of reversing that trend and preparing for the impacts. To those of you who are not yet members of IDRA, I invite you to join this alliance to leverage individual efforts and transform them into collective actions. Let us seize the political momentum of this COP28 to build resilience to extreme events. So let us find the political will. I'm sure that we have it. Thank you very much, and let's continue working in these very exciting projects.
Your Excellency, Pedro Sánchez, thank you very much for that. I would like to open the floor, please, to the Executive Secretary and introduce the UNCCD Executive Director. I do apologise. The Executive Secretary of the UNCCD, Mr. Ibrahim Chow, to give his remarks as the IDRA Secretariat.
Excellency Pedro Sánchez, can you hear me? Not as loud as next door, huh?
No. Faneca López, María Luisa. No. Fernández Benítez, Andrea. No. Fernández González, María Mercedes. Sí. Fernández Hernández, Pedro. Sí. Fernández Herranz Sandra, vota telemáticamente. Sí. Fernández Ríos Tomás. Sí. Figaredo Álvarez Sala José María. Sí. Flores Juberías Carlos. Sí. Floriano Corrales Carlos Javier. Sí. Folk Blanc Javier José. Sí. Franco González Silvia. Sí. Fullahondo de la Cruz Marije. No. Funes de Gregorio Carmen. Sí.
Gallardo Barrena Pedro Ignacio. Sí. Gamarra Ruiz Clavijo Concepción. Sí. García Danero Carlos. Sí. García Bernal Begoña. No. García Félix Manuel. Sí. García Gómez David. Sí. García Gurruchaga María Luisa. No. García López Maribel. García Morís Roberto. No. No. Garre Murcia Cristóbal. Sí. Garrido Jiménez Elisa. No. Garrido Valenzuela Irene. Sí. Gavín Valls Isidre. No. Gil Lázaro Ignacio. Sí. Gil Santiago Carlos. Sí. Gómez Besteiro José Ramón. No. González Bella María del Mar. Sí. González Fernández Mercedes. No. González Gracia Juan Antonio. No. González López Nahuel. No. González Pons Esteban. Sí. González Robato Perote Jacobo. Sí. Granollers Cunillera Inés. No. Guardiola Salmerón Miriam. Sí. Guerra López Sonia. No. Guijarro Ceballos María. No. Guijarro García Chema. No. Guinar Moreno Lidia. No. Gutiérrez Prieto Sergio. No. Hernández Quero Carlos. Sí. Hernández Fraile Rafael Antonio. Sí. Hernández Pera Antonio.